Hey Mom, I was just wondering if you had a sec to message me real quick. This won't take long.
Oh, well, I actually just started my lunch break right now, so yeah, I can talk for now.
Oh, you mean you're still working? I would have thought that you would have enough saved up by now.
Well, yes, Josh, I do have plenty of money saved up, but you can never know what's going to happen in the future. Besides, it seems to me like I still have a few dedicated readers to my column. And because I don't want to let my faithful readers down, I think I'll still keep writing. But who knows? The whole magazine might go under before too long at this point.
You really are great, you know that, Mom? I mean, I think it's amazing how you managed to find a job that you like and have stuck to it. And to think of all the experiences that you've accumulated working like that. I don't know, when I think about how I'd like to get older, I can't help but hope I end up like you.
Well, yes, writing has always been a hobby of mine, but you know that my journey hasn't been easy, right? I mean, ever since your father died, I've been working hard to support us. And back in those days, the publishing world was a lot more strict when it came to female writers. And of course, I'd always have to deal with nonsense from fellow male writers.
Wait, no, hold it right there. I can already tell that this is going to be a long story that I really don't have time for right now.
Oh, terribly sorry if I was starting to ramble on a bit. What is it that you wanted to talk to me about? I really only ever hear from you when you need something, so I can assume that's it.
Oh, come on, Mom. Don't say it like that. You make me sound like I'm a total jerk if you say that.
So then you're not calling me to ask for some kind of favor?
Well, I mean, yes, I do need to ask for some help. You see, I've been looking over the numbers for my budget, and well, ever since Miranda was born about 6 months ago, things have just gotten really expensive. I thought that it was bad enough to have just one daughter, but with two? It just doubled everything at this point, not to mention all the baby stuff.
And so you're saying that's causing money to be really tight at home these days?
That's right, especially since Candace quit her job after having Miranda. We really just have no wiggle room at all.
Well, yes, that is true that having a kid and losing an income wouldn't be easy. I believe I remember you grumbling about how expensive insurance was getting, so what if I pay for that?
Really, Mom? You would do that for me?
Well, that is what you wanted to talk to me about in the first place, isn't it?
I mean, in a way, yes, but I suppose if I just asked to borrow money from you, that you would say no, isn't that right?
That is exactly right, Josh. After all, you've never paid me back $1 of anything that I've lent you. So I just don't know how I could trust you.
Mom, that really hurts to have you say that about me, you know?
The only reason I have to talk like this is because you can't seem to own up to your own past. But I don't want this to affect my precious grandchildren or your wife. So if it's a matter of spending money on the kids, then I can't bring myself to turn that down.
I see, but you do know that I'm your kid as well, right?
I am talking about the kids that are still kids and not married men with children. Anyway, is this all that you wanted to talk to me about? Because personally, I think that it would be better for you to find a second job. At least until your first job is able to pay for the things that you need.
Okay, Mom, I understand, and you're right. I've screwed up in the past, but the thing is about Miranda is that she is gonna be starting preschool before we know it. And when that happens, Candace is finally gonna start working again.
Oh, really? Well, I wasn't aware that she was going to go back to work.
Yes, she is. And I think that that will be the best way to fix all the accounts once and for all.
I get that, but you realize that it's not easy for you both to work while having 2 kids, right? I mean, you have to work, take care of the house, and the children all at once. I guess I'm just a little bit worried for you both. Do you really think that will be okay?
Mom, I still just can't understand why you're so opposed to Candace and I working together. We'll be fine. Candace is really smart and capable, and I'm a hard worker, so I don't get what you're so worried about.
Let me just make a small correction to what you said. What I'm worried about is not you two working together. What I'm worried about is that Candace is going to start working and you are going to continue to make her look after the children and house by herself. Even just thinking about what she might have to go through under you is enough to make me shiver. So let me make this clear now. If Candace does go back to work and I find out you're not doing your fair share, I am going to be very upset.
Oh, please. You would get mad at anyone who didn't do exactly as you said. You know that?
Well, you're the only one that's ever been able to make me that mad before, Josh.
I'm sorry, Mom, but I do have just one more thing that I would like to ask of you right now.
And just what might that be this time, son?
Well, I was wondering if you might be able to give me just a little bit of money so I could start to set aside some of my own money for my daughters. You said so yourself that you can never know what's gonna happen, and I just don't have the budget to do that right now. And since I'll be saving money for the kids, I want you to know that I won't touch a single cent of it. It would just be for the girls, and I can't do it for them right now.
Okay then. About how much a month are you thinking that I should give you then?
Maybe somewhere in the range of $600 a month. Does that sound about right?
Okay. I can do $600 a month. I'll be sure to send the first payment to you soon.
Great, thank you so much, Mom. That's gonna be a huge help.
Well, if it's something that I can do for my grandchildren, then I don't mind doing it. But I really am serious. I want you to take better care of Candace from now on, okay?
I don't get what you mean by that. Why would Candace need to be taken care of in the first place? Why are you so concerned about her?
Josh, she literally just had her second child 6 months ago. She probably still hasn't fully recovered. And I'm sure that she is tired enough having to take care of both the children at home. So I know that you work hard at your job, but just don't forget to be attentive to your wife's needs. And try and offer to take the kids off her hands every now and again, okay?
Okay, got it, no problem. But then I guess I would just have to ask for one more thing if that's the case.
You have another thing that you want to ask for? What could it possibly be this time?
No, Mom, you don't understand. This isn't about money this time. It's just that I don't want Candace finding out that I'm getting any money from you. I mean, she's just such a strict person, and I know that she wouldn't be okay with it if she found out that I was asking this of you.
I see. Well, okay, I can keep this a secret between us if you think it's best for Candace.
Thank you so much for your understanding, Mom. I really can't thank you enough for times like this.
It's okay, son. I just want you to take care of your family and see them grow up happy and healthy. By the way, I was wondering if I could go and visit you all next month. It's been so long since I've gotten to see the girls. That is, as long as you think it won't be too difficult on Candace. So, would you mind asking her a day I could visit?
Oh, well, sure, I could do that, but why don't you just go and ask her yourself?
Because I don't want her to feel pressured to saying yes to me if I'm the one who asks. So just think of a way to ask her and then tell me what she says, okay?
Okay, sure, I can do that for you, Mom. I can ask her when I get home from work today. Hey, Mom, are you still there? I just wanted to ask if you were the one who dropped off all this food here at our house.
Oh, yes, that was me. I happened to be doing some work in the area and thought I might drop by.
Oh, great. Well, I just wanted to let you know that Candace really appreciated it. This is a huge help for sure, so thank you so much.
You don't need to worry about that, son. After all, at my age, I wouldn't be able to eat it all by myself. So I just thought that I'd share with the rest of the family.
Actually, speaking of, that reminds me, you do know that Tracy's birthday is coming up soon, don't you?
Yes, I have it marked on my calendar and everything. Do you know if she wants anything in particular?
Well, a girl her age wants a lot of things, really, but she's recently been going on about how much she wants a piano.
She wants a piano? But I thought that you all already had one in the house.
Apparently what we have in the house is just a keyboard, but Tracy says that she wants a real one.
A piano, huh? I'm assuming she doesn't want some kind of huge, grand piano, right?
I don't even know how we'd be able to hold something like that in our house in the first place, but I think just a standard one would work, thanks. One with a music stand and a bench as well would be perfect for her, I think.
And Tracy has already been learning piano for, what, a whole year now? I guess this must mean that it's going well if she wants a real one now. So if that's the case, then I guess I can get her one for her birthday.
You mean it? You really do that for Tracy? Oh, Mom, that'd be amazing.
Of course, Josh. Now, I won't be able to get her the most expensive one on the market or anything like that. But anyways, I may be able to find a nice used one if I look around a bit.
Actually, I have a friend who says that he knows where to get a good used standard piano at a great price. He says it'll only be a few $100.
Oh, really? But with that price, surely that must mean that the piano is quite old, right?
No, maybe, but I don't really think that Tracy's gonna be able to tell the difference at all. Besides, my friends say it's hardly been used and looks quite new. And actually, new pianos can run upwards of $1,000.
Well, okay, if you think that one is what Tracy wants for her birthday.
I really do, and I'll be able to tell her that it's from you when she gets it, okay?
Well, that would be lovely if you could do that. So I suppose that's the one you want me to get for her?
Yeah, if all that sounds alright with you. So maybe next time you send the money for the girls, could you include some to buy the piano?
Got it. I will be sure to do that. And I assume that you're going to be having her birthday at home like usual?
Actually, we were just thinking about going to Candace's parents to do that.
Oh, I see. Well, I suppose that makes sense. After all, last year you held it here, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Mom. It's not that we're not grateful for getting this amazing present for her or anything like that.
You don't need to worry about that. I know that Candace's parents would love to get to spend some time with their grandchildren as well. By the way, I wanted to talk to you about something Candace mentioned to me. She said that you've been coming home quite late recently. And she said that you looked absolutely exhausted when you do get back. You really should try and get home earlier. Are you at home right now?
Actually, I'm still at the office right now.
Well, I know that you're working hard for your family, but you need to think of your children, too. I just hope that you're remembering to try and spend some time with your kids, too.
I said that I get it, okay? I've already decided that I'm gonna try and give Candace the week off.
Well, please do that, because I know that she is horribly tired as well. But anyways, please tell your wife that I said hello. And if you need anything, just let me know.
Hey, Olivia, are you there? I was just wondering if you had a quick moment to talk really quick.
Oh, Candace, what a pleasant surprise. Yes, I have time to text. What's on your mind?
Well, I actually wanted to ask you to stop coming around the house. In fact, I really don't want anything to do with you ever again.
Wait, what? I'm afraid I don't understand what you mean.
I honestly can't believe that you would steal away your own grandchildren's money. What is the matter with you? We worked so hard to save up for our daughters, and you have to go and do this? Well, I'm sorry, but you're never seeing the girls again.
Sorry, you think that I stole money from you that you had saved up for your daughters? I'm sorry, but I really am not sure what you're talking about at all.
Please just drop this act. I already know the truth, and there's nothing you can do to hide it. Josh has told me everything that you've done.
Candace, hold on a second. I really don't know what you could be talking about. But I want you to know that I've been the one sending you all money for the girls. Every month I've been sending money for Josh to put away so that the girls could use it for their future.
Hold on a second. You're telling me that you've been sending us money? Well, I haven't heard anything about that. But then, that means that you haven't been the one spending all of that money.
Of course not. I would never, ever use money that I meant to give the girls. You don't actually think that I would do something like that, do you?
But then, are you telling me that Josh has been lying to me about this?
I really don't want to start throwing around accusations, but do you think Josh would do something like that?
I mean, we're not really going to put it past him, right? I could certainly see him doing something like that.
And so that's why you came to me with these angry messages?
Yes, that's right. It had been a while since I checked the account for the girls, but when I looked, there was practically nothing left in there. And when I asked Josh about where the money might have gone, he told me that it had to have been you who moved the money out.
That moron.
What in the world is he thinking? Honestly, I just don't even know what to do with him. I just can't believe that Josh would actually do something like this. It's just so horrible. I mean, doesn't he realize all the hard work that we've put into saving that money up? This just doesn't make any sense.
Well, please, just let me apologize for the horrible actions of my idiot son.
No, you shouldn't be apologizing for anything. I'm sorry for ever believing that you could do something like this.
Oh, but you didn't do anything wrong either. The only one who did anything wrong here is Josh. He tricked me into sending him money that I thought would be going to the girls. Here I thought that I was helping you all. But maybe it's time we have a little talk with Josh. Could I ask you to help me with that?
Oh, of course. I have no intention of letting Josh get away with what he's done. So please, tell me what I can do for you.
Josh, are you there? I think it's time that you and I have a little talk.
I take it that this is about Candace saying that she didn't want you coming around anymore, right? Well, I'm sorry, but I don't think I'll be able to change her mind on that. She found out about you giving us money and she was really, really upset about it, so I think it's best to just leave us alone for a little bit.
Oh no, it's not about that. In fact, Candace and I have already made up.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that? I don't understand.
Well, she told me all about how you lied to her about me using up all the money that I had to be sending for the girls.
Wait, hold on, I think there has to be some kind of mistake here. I never said that you took all the money.
Oh, please, there's no use in trying to hide it any longer. Candace told me all of this herself. And I have to say that I was just shocked when I found out that you had told her that I was the reason why the money was gone. I was sending you money to be spent on the girls for their schooling and futures, so why am I being accused of theft?
Mom, I'm really, really sorry. I need some money. The thing is that there's a really sweet woman at my work with kids who got sick, and she was asking for donations for her surgery. Well, I couldn't stand to see her beg like that, so yeah, it was wrong of me to take the money. But I hope that you can understand that it was for a good cause. I never thought that Candace would be able to find out before I was able to replace it all. And when she asked me, I just freaked out and said it was your fault.
Josh, do you really think that anyone is going to believe something like that?
But it's the truth, I swear it. I would tell you the name of the coworker, but it's not the point. Okay, the surgery wasn't a success anyway, and she passed away.
Okay, now this is just getting ridiculous. How many lies are you going to try and get away with? You weren't trying to give money to some terminally ill mother. You were giving money to the woman you were having an affair with.
An affair? Hold on, you don't really think that I could do something like that, do you?
You said she passed away, didn't you? Well, I asked Candace to go through your phone while you were away. And maybe you've gone and erased the messages now, but when she checked, the chat history was still there. And she saw all the messages you sent, desperately trying to get this woman to pay back the money that you had given her.
Wait a second, hold on. Do you mean that even Candace knows about all this?
That's right. Her and I know the whole truth, and Candace wants to get a divorce from you.
No, this can't be happening. Please tell me that this isn't happening. I don't want a divorce. I don't want to lose Candace. And I wasn't even having a serious affair. It was just a little fun thing on the side. I swear it, okay?
I don't really care what the nature of your affair was. The fact of the matter is that you had one. Not only did you sleep with this woman who wasn't your wife, but you handed her all the money that was meant for your children. You are just pitiful.
Mom, no, you don't understand. That is not what it was like at all. She really was sick and she did need the money for her health.
And just what in the world does that have to do with your wife or I? If you wanted to use that money to help someone, you should have asked Candace first. So why don't you go ahead and start speaking the truth now, huh?
Wait a second, I'm sure that I must have taken this woman home a few times, but I swear that it was just a friend. Please, don't you realize how this could cost me? I could lose my kids. I could lose everything. Mom, what am I gonna do?
Why in the world are you asking me for what you should do? You were the one who stole money from your children to carry on your affair. If you really want my advice, you should face the consequences of your actions like a man and realize all the pain and suffering you've caused your family. But that's all the advice I have for a man like you.
But I don't want a divorce. Please, you have to do something to help me, Mom. Candace isn't even picking up the phone anymore.
And nor should she. Besides, I know for a fact that she does not want to talk to you at all. The only time you are ever going to see her again is at the divorce proceedings. But I'll be the one to tell you when that's going to happen. As for you, you should just think about what you've done and prepare to face the consequences for it.
But there has to be something that I can do to make her forgive me. You know that I care about Candace and the girls. I can't afford to lose them. Please, Mom, you have to do something to help me. Just help me get in contact with Candace at least.
Josh, you have got to pull yourself together now and stop all of this nonsense right now. If you really cared about keeping your family together, then you wouldn't have cheated on your wife. And if you really cared about your daughters, then you wouldn't have squandered the money meant for their future. You were the one that betrayed your family through your lies and deception, and now you're paying the price.
I am so sorry. I never ever wanted things to turn out like this, and I'm sorry I lied to you, Mom. I never meant to steal from you.
I am sick and tired of your excuses. No amount of apologizing is going to fix this. Do you understand? You lied to me and tricked me into funding your affair, all while I thought I was doing something for my grandchildren. That is just sick. As for Candace, she wants nothing to do with you ever again, and I, for one, wholeheartedly agree with her. One final thing. You should know that what you've actually stolen from us is far more valuable than money. After that, a few days passed where Candace and I refrained from sending any messages to Josh at all. I only ever reached out to him to let him know the date of his divorce proceedings. When Josh did show up with his lawyer, he was a blubbering baby, begging Candace not to let him go. But behind those crocodile tears, it was clear that he hadn't reflected one bit on what he'd done wrong. He clearly cared very little for the damage that he had caused his family. He had met the woman he was seeing on some dating app and used my money to try and impress her. Candace said she would never forgive him for losing their hard-earned money. It also appears this woman was a kind of professional scammer and that she ran away with Josh's money after some time. In the end, we were able to track her down and sue her for what she had stolen as well as for the affair. After that, we told Josh that we never wanted to see him again. Candace took the children and went to live with her parents for a while. I visit them frequently and still send money to her for the girls. I think it's so terrible what my son did, and I will never forgive him for his lies. But I'm just glad that the girls have gotten their futures back with the return of all the money he stole. As for Candace, she says that she's going to need a while to recover from the shock of what Josh had done. But she also said that she wanted to be strong for her girls. She is still struggling with how to explain to them what happened, but I know she will figure something out. Where Josh might be, I have no idea. As his mother, I hope he learned a lesson, but as a grandmother, I hope that he keeps his distance from the girls until they are ready to have a relationship with him.
Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Taylor, have you heard anything from your mom? Your grandma ended up breaking a bone in one of her legs and is in the hospital now.
I heard about that from her. And?
She told me that she's not going to go and see Grandma, right? Grandma's really sad right now about that, and she said she wanted me to get you to go there.
Dad, you do understand that both Mom and I hate Grandma with a passion, right?
Well, I know that, but the fact that both of you aren't going to go and see her when she just broke one of her legs is very upsetting to me.
Well, ever since I was little, that woman has been both rude and mean to me, and it's never stopped. You really think that I would want to go and see someone like that now? All she'd do is moan about the person I've become and then whine some more about Mom.
I'm sure she was just being strict with you in order to make you a great kid, right? She had to do that because your mom always spoiled you.
Mom was actually doing a very good job raising me. Whenever I'd do something bad, she'd punish me for it. And when I'd do something good, she'd praise me. I think it was only Mom who actually cared about raising me then.
You think only your mom cared about you? Don't say such a thing. Had I never been around for you and her, then neither of you guys would be here, right?
I don't think that's the case. Actually, if Mom was never around, it would be you who wouldn't be able to last, right? You can't even cook a meal by yourself, let alone live on your own in this house. You've left Mom in charge of literally doing everything for you all these years.
I'm the one working a job full-time, so I don't have to do any of those things.
Well, Mom had been working part-time for a while, right?
Don't tell me you think she was actually working when it was just a part-time job. Don't compare that woman to me.
All right, understood. Now, I'm a busy woman, so I'll be going.
Hold it right there.
What else do you want? Do you still have something to tell me about?
I wanted to talk to you about your grandma's medical expenses. Help me out with them, just a little.
Huh? You want me to help pay for them?
After some time, I'm sure you'll be paid back for the help. But she needs some money right now to pay off those bills.
Well, she's your mother, is she not? I don't even care about Grandma that much, so why would I have to help her out financially?
Taylor, the only reason you were able to come into this world is because your grandma gave birth to me long ago. And it was because she allowed me to be married to your mom that you're with us right now. Don't you ever forget about that.
Thank you for pointing out the obvious there, Dad. But the only reason I've made it this far in life is because of the way Mom raised me. To be frank, I don't feel any form of thanks towards either you or Grandma at the moment.
Who do you think it was that let you get that big, Taylor?
I just told you this was all because of Mom. Had I never had her around me all that time to make sure I grew up strong, happy, and healthy, then I wouldn't be the person I am today. Right after I was born, was there anything else you did for me to help raise me, Dad? From what I've heard, you took the money that was given to me after being born that should have gone into my savings and used it for yourself, right?
Your mom really loves to bring up the most useless stories to you. It really is your mom's fault that you've become such a sourpuss yourself. Always talking back to everyone like that without ever caring about their feelings.
Mom has not done anything wrong, and the only reason I'm such a sourpuss now is because of you and Grandma, Dad. You have never acted like a father towards me, and whenever things weren't going your way, you'd lash out at Mom and I. Mom had been doing all the work for this family, yet you continue to act like you're the one that's made it all happen. I really, really hate the man that you've become, Dad.
I knew that you were such a failure of a child. You don't give any regard to the way your dad feels. And the fact that your mom only ever gave me a daughter just goes to show how much of a useless woman she is as a wife. My mom was right about all of this. I should have left your mom the moment she gave birth to you.
You really are a jerk, Dad. I will for sure not help you or Grandma out now after you said that.
You think you could just talk about your dad like that?
Well, I'm the one feeling like my father never wanted me in the first place because I came out a girl. You never once did anything for me growing up, so don't come to me asking for my help now. Both you and Grandma aren't even like family to me anymore, and honestly, you both haven't been for a very long time now. I don't care to hear anything else from you. All you're doing is pissing me off even more, so please stop trying to get in touch with me and take care of your mom yourself. Oh, Taylor, I'm sorry. You were texted by your dad again, weren't you? Did he end up saying anything else to you? Well, just a few things was all. I'm sorry, Mom. I couldn't take him anymore and ended up saying a lot of things. It's because of me again that he went and lashed out at you. I'm really sorry about that. Don't worry about it. This is not something I want you to be apologizing to me about. I should be apologizing to you as your mother. I really never thought that he would even start asking you, of all people, to help pay for his mother's medical bills like that. Is everything going to be all right? I'm sure they don't have the money to pay for those bills, right? Things will be all right there. I'll make sure to take care of all that for us. You will? But those bills are going to cost a lot of money, and we shouldn't be paying them off. She's even in the hospital now, so there's no telling how high those bills will get. Everything will be just fine. So would you please stop worrying about it? Hey, Mom, are you sure you don't want to come out and live with me? As long as just you come out here, I'll be able to take care of you, like you done for me. I would really love to move in with you, but thinking about your father... Years and years ago, your father and I both talked about things like divorce and that, but when that topic was brought up, he really freaked out, and it was almost like I'd be killed by him if I spoke about divorce again. You remember how upset he was then, right? He even started to call your office looking to talk with you about it. I can't let him cause you any trouble like that again. I don't care if he begins to freak out again like that. I'll make sure everyone at my work is aware of what's going on, and if he tried to come all the way here to get to me, I'd have the police called on him. Ugh, I can't believe you were able to make it out of this house. Yet even now, that man is causing you all kinds of trouble. I'm so sorry for that, Taylor. You do not have to apologize for that monster's actions, Mom. He's the one that has to be held responsible for all of that. I know that right now you don't have anyone else besides myself to rely on, Mom. And Dad has made sure to not give you anything in order to keep you in that house with him. Recently, I have really begun thinking about it all, though. If I were to have just a little money, I could get out of this place and make it all the way to you and never have to see this man again. Oh, I should have tried harder to get my own income, and then I never would have had to be bothering you with all this. Don't say things like that, Mom. None of this is your fault, and you have not been a bother to me. I understand just how hard it must be for you to be around Dad, all while you try to make some money for yourself. I get that it's no easy task. You already tried to live on your own once, but you didn't last long. That's why you had to choose to go back to that house and have a roof and everything over your head again, even though you were stuck with that monster again. Just know that this isn't the end for you, though, Mom, and that you can leave that man any time and come with me now. Thank you, Taylor. And thank you for staying with me as I deal with this man. But this man also happens to be really sad. He ended up having to be raised by a woman who would always abuse him as a kid, and she seems to think that she can just control anyone by any means necessary. Well, that Dad should be able to understand how you feel, since he had to go through similar things in the past with Grandma. But we both know that instead of feeling bad for both you and I, he joined his mother in taking out all his rage on us in order to control us. So don't act as though he really gets us. The only reason he hasn't gone on out like his mother and completely tied us or anything is because I've had enough strength to keep him at bay. But I know that this won't last forever, and that if I continue to live with him as his wife, something really bad will happen to me. Yeah, I really do think you have to get away from him. I want you to become free again, Mom. So no matter what happens from here on out, know that I am on your side and am ready to help. Please, forget about what leaving him might do to me and be free, Mom. Be happy again. I guess I really will have to do something here soon then. Thank you for everything, Taylor. I think I'm ready to make my final move with him. You're ready to? I have actually been thinking about talking to that man about divorce again recently. We both know that without me, he can't do anything himself, right? Well, that's true. He always has to have you around the house to get anything done at home. That's why I was thinking of using that as leverage with him. There is a chance that he'll go crazy again like last time, but I can't just let him hold on to me like this forever. So if talking to him this time really does lead me to running, I'm sorry. He might come after you and cause more problems. Don't worry about me. This last time he texted me, I was already prepared to ignore him. But I'm thinking this time, there's a way for me to keep him away from you. I know where to draw the line now, and will make sure he can't cross it.
Hey, Taylor. If you hear anything from your mom, don't do anything to help her, all right? I mean that.
What?
I kicked your mom out of the house. And I've already gone and handed in our divorce forms to the courthouse. That woman will never be able to come around me again now.
Dad, why the hell did you kick Mom out like that? Is this what happened after she tried to talk to you again?
Tried to talk to me again? I guess she was going on about something really annoyingly. I didn't listen to any of it, though.
What the hell?
Your mom. She has done so much to take care of me for so long now, but she won't do a single thing for my mom? She was finally discharged from the hospital, yet she still told my mom no. What a witch.
Remember how I told you that both Mom and I hate Grandma? She has been through more than I have when it comes to your mom's wrath. Of course she was gonna say no to that.
Every wife has to deal with their mother-in-law picking on them from time to time. Yet that witch thought she could act all high and mighty and say no to me again. I'm not giving a woman like that anything in this divorce. I'm gonna make sure she's living on the streets forever now.
Living on the streets forever? Dad, you don't know a thing about her then. From now on, Mom will be living in a very nice apartment complex. You really are such a dumbass.
That woman's going to live in an apartment now? With what money? She has nothing to her name, so there's no way she'll be able to afford even the most crappy of apartments. And when I kicked her out of the house, she had nothing else to say to me. Nothing she could say. Ha!
She doesn't need money to get what she wants. Mom happens to be the daughter of a very powerful business owner.
Huh? She never had a father or anything. And the only parents she did have, her mother, ended up passing away long ago.
Everyone thought she had no father, but we actually came across him not too long ago. He became sick and had been in the hospital, so his company went out looking for any family he had. He has a lot of money she's gonna take.
What? You're playing with me right now, right? Are you really telling me that your mom comes from a family with money?
Here's the thing about Mom's parents. Back in the day, her mom and dad were never given permission by their parents to get married. And after some time of trying to stay together, were forced to part ways. That's why, ever since she could remember, her mom was telling her she didn't have a father.
You really think I'm gonna believe a story like that? I'm sure that woman will come back to me. She'll come crying to me, saying that she has nowhere left to go. And then she'll be willing to take care of my mom.
Go ahead and keep thinking that, but we both know that without Mom around, you won't be able to take care of yourself anymore. The fact that you kicked out the one person that was taking care of you just shows how little you actually use your brain. And to tell you the truth, she wanted to be kicked out. And now that she's gone, don't you ever talk to her again.
Taylor! Let me see your mom. I've tried calling her, but she won't pick up. Tell me where she is right now.
Richard, it's me, your ex-wife. Would you please stop trying to talk to my daughter?
Hey! Where are you at right now? What the hell do you think you're doing dodging all of my phone calls?
What do you think I'm doing? You and I are divorced now. I made sure to take all my important things with me before leaving the house. So there's nothing left between you and I. We're both strangers to one another now, right? Why do you keep trying to talk to me like I should be coming back to you?
Come back here!
What did I just say? You divorced me and then kicked me out of that house.
Well, I'm telling you it's alright to come back to my house now. And because I'm being so generous towards you, you can take care of my mom for me.
I'm not going back. My life that I was living with you is over now, and I'm a new person. You already heard about me from Taylor, right? I'm not struggling with anything right now, and I'm totally fine being divorced from you. You really think I'd want to go back to that house now when I'm doing just fine here?
Up until now, I've been the one giving you a place to live and food to eat. Have you forgotten all about that?
If you're going to bring up something like that as a way of getting me to come back, then let me do the same. Up until now, I've been the one doing all the cooking and cleaning in that house for you. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Never getting a single day off from it all either. I was even paying for things like the groceries and such.
Well then, you need to keep paying for that. I heard that you got quite a lot of money from your real father, right? Well, you start taking care of my mom and I now.
Then, can I ask that you pay for all that time I spent working for you in the house every single day? I'd also like my money back for all the groceries I bought for everyone and the other bills I was told to pay. I never had any money for myself in that house. Heck, even after getting married to you, I don't ever remember getting any new clothing for myself. And that's because I had nothing left over after spending all my money on the house. I feel that you owe me more money than I should be owing you. So if you want us to pay one another back for the money we cost one another during our marriage, then allow me to get us a lawyer to look into all the money spent. How does that sound to you?
Don't start playing around with me. Acting all tough now because you were given some money.
I planned on getting divorced from you even before I found out about my real dad. I wanted to help out because I know how poorly things have been for you and your mom. That's why I was planning to talk with you before leaving, but you didn't listen to a single word I was saying. All you said to me was that if I was not going to take care of your mom, then it would be divorce, and then you kicked me out.
It's natural for the kids to take care of their mother when they become old, though.
I don't think it is with you, though. I'm not even her kid. The person who is, though, is yourself, and yet you've done nothing to care for her. I'm tired of you both. And as for all the respect and such that I felt for you, I left that in the house the moment you kicked me out. I'm never going back there now.
Listen, you're supposed to be quiet and do as you're told.
You're the one besides your mom that seems to think that. I was acting that way for a while to keep you from blowing up on me again, but then you started to get Taylor involved in all your crap. It took some time for me to get here, but you are never going to bother myself or Taylor ever again. I'm going to have Taylor block your number on her phone now as well, and we'll let her company know that if you come into the property to call the police.
Wait!
Had you listened to what I wanted to tell you about all of this, then you would not be in the sad position you're in right now. Thank you for what little you did for Taylor and I. Now, please, go and be a good little boy to your mom.
Hey! Hold on for just a second. I get it now. You don't have to take care of my mom or anything.
Dad, I got my phone back from Mom. She no longer wants to talk with you.
It's you, Taylor? Tell your mom what I just said, please. Then she should be more than happy to come back to me.
Mom will never go back to you. You have to understand that by now, right?
But up until now, every time that I apologized to her for anything I'd done, she forgave me.
Well, that version of Mom who was only forgiving in order to protect me and herself is gone. And the reason things are the way they are now is because of you, Dad. You had to rely on Mom for literally everything in your life, yet you would still talk to her like you were in charge. And it wasn't even fair for you to act like that after all the things we'd done for you. Because while Mom was being harassed by your mom right in front of your eyes, and while she would come after me and say terrible things, you would just sit by and take her side.
Well, no matter what I said to her, she'd never listen.
And that's what you've been like. That's why just before you kicked Mom out, she was going to try and tell you about how you needed to stop acting like your mom and finally take care of your family again. But you didn't even listen to that.
I want to apologize to her now. Taylor, please? Please let me talk to your mom again. I know if I don't have her around, I'll be screwed.
It's too late now. You and her are nothing to one another anymore, and that's happened because of you. Mom had been trying for so long to keep this family together and somewhat happy, but you just never listened to her and let the abuse just keep on coming. You let Mom live on her own now and be happy with the time she has left. And I hope you understand, it might be you really soon now who'll be living on the streets for good. After that, I continued to receive a lot of calls and texts from my dad, but both my mom and I agreed not to pick any of those calls up and to leave his texts unread. At the end of the day, I just went ahead and blocked his number, and I never heard a thing from him on my phone again. And after letting my company know that they should call the police on him if he continued to bother them, he never called the office phones again. From what my family on my dad's side of the family have told me, he was trying to take care of his mom at first, but considering she was such an awful person to be around and so selfish about things, he ended up putting her into a home. She had constantly whined and whined about putting her up in the home, but he told her that he couldn't take her constant complaining anymore and sent her out of his house and into the hands of 2 nurses. These days, in order to pay for the home to keep his mom there for good, my dad is having to work very hard to bring in the money he needs. I'm sure he's also starting to realize just how lucky he was to have my mom around, since she was the one using all her money to make sure he had really good food to eat every day. From here on out, I don't have any plans of ever contacting my dad again, and I'm hoping he gets to live the rest of his life old and alone. I don't even feel one bit bad for the guy, considering he didn't even want me because I came out a girl instead of a boy when my mom gave birth to me. And that whole time growing up, he never acted like a father to me and forced my mom into doing everything for us while also blaming her for my actions. As of right now, my mom is living a very stable life, having been given the apartment that her real dad had been living in all his time. The place is actually quite big, and because of that, my mom has had me move in with her to keep her company here. Although, I do have to say, I'm not used to living in such a tall building yet. So close to the top that when I look out the window, everyone is like an ant. But seeing that my mom is having the time of her life now, being free from my dad, I can't be upset over living in such a wonderful new home. And when I look over to see my mom smiling again, I can let myself rest easy and actually think about fun things that both of us can go out and do again. I sometimes think to myself that it would have been so much better for us had we found her dad so much sooner, but at the same time, being contacted by him and his company at all was a real blessing. Both my mom and I are going to make sure that we both take it easy. In exchange for all that time we had to sit in that house and endure the hell that my dad and grandma gave us. And of course, that means my mom needs to take things even easier than myself, because if it wasn't for her being that strong and that patient, then I wouldn't be the person I am today. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Hey, Grandma. I just wanted to say thank you so much for the amazing birthday present. I really liked it.
Oh, you mean it's already arrived for you?
Yeah, you sent me that really, really cute wallet, right? I just wanted to let you know that I love it. My old one was getting so worn down, so it's just perfect.
Oh, Dot, well, I'm just so glad that you like it. I spent a long time trying to pick out a good one.
Oh, so that's why the last time that you came over, you were asking me about what my favorite color was and all of that.
Oh, yes, that is correct. I tried to ask around at work about what might be the best thing to get. But then the more I thought about how much you'd be using it, the more it made sense just to ask you.
Well, I really do like it, so thank you so much again for that. But I just hope that it wasn't too expensive. I mean, it seems really, really fancy, and I guess I just feel a bit bad about getting something this nice.
Well, you are growing up and getting bigger, so sometimes it's okay for a grandma to splurge.
And you decided to splurge on me? Oh, thank you so much. You really are the best, Grandma.
Of course, the pleasure's all mine, especially since I understand that you'll be going to college next year. I just wanted you to have something nice that would be able to serve you when you started there.
Again, you just did such a great job. The wallet is really, really cute. And I promise that I'm working hard to study now so that I can get into a good school.
So then, does that mean that you already know where you're going to apply to? Or are you still trying to figure out where you think you might want to go?
Yeah, I already know where I want to go now. But my parents told me it's not going to be easy to get in. But either way, that's where I want to go.
I see. Well, knowing you, I am sure that you'll be able to do anything you set your mind to. So just know that your grandma is always there cheering you on.
Of course, and I know that that's going to mean even more studying in the future, but for now, I really think I can do this. Although, I would be lying if I said that I wasn't just a little worried about it.
Well, it sounds to me like you're setting a great goal for yourself. But the first step in achieving that is believing that you can achieve it.
You're right. I am going to do my best, but I also have my part-time job to worry about, so I'm just so busy with that, too.
Hold on a second. I didn't know that you were working as well. Shouldn't you be more focused on finishing high school and doing the college applications?
I mean, I wish that I could do all that, but I still need to be able to pay my phone bills and have some spending money for the month.
Oh, is that so? I just really think that you should be resting. You know, if you wanted to, I could pay for your phone bill until you finish applying to your schools.
You don't have to go and do something like that, Grandma. Besides, I just know that my parents would be mad if they found out. They are always telling me that I shouldn't run to you to try and solve all my problems.
But I really do want to do this for you if it will help you succeed. Besides, it's not like you come to me for everything already. Maybe I'll try and talk to Philippe.
You mean my dad? But I already told him that I'd work hard on my job and my studies. He said I had to do that if I wanted his help to go to college. And since it's a pretty nice college, I know that I'm going to need some help. So I think that's why my dad banned me from asking you for help. I'm terribly sorry to say this, Dot, but that doesn't make one bit of sense to me. But let me try and talk to your father. I'm not sure what all the details are, but I'm sure we can work something out. And if he wants to get mad, then he can go ahead and try getting mad at me. Thank you so much, Grandma. You really are the best. Do you know that? I really have been wanting to focus more on school and applications, so this is amazing. Oh, sweetie, of course. It really is my pleasure to try and help you. I know that we don't live as close to each other anymore, but that just makes me want to do it all the more. And if you ever need anything or any kind of help, please don't hesitate to ask.
Hey, Mom, sorry I didn't look at my phone until now, but did you call me yesterday?
Philippe, I did not call you yesterday. I called you 2 days ago now.
Oh, really? Has it already been 2 days? Well, I'm sorry about that. Things have been crazy here. But what is it you wanted to talk to me about?
It's about Dot's part-time job. You do realize that she's about to graduate high school, right? Don't you think you should give her a break and let her focus on applying to colleges? I really think you should let her take a break from her job.
Wait, what? Are you serious? Why would I do that? I'm sure she's able to study and work at the same time.
Philippe, what are you talking about? Dot should be doing everything she can to raise her chance of getting into the school she wants. And that means that she should be focusing on graduating with good grades and writing a good application.
Well, if she wants to quit her job, then that's up to her, but I am not going to be giving her any money. I mean, I'm not just some ATM, you know.
Well, you don't have to worry about that. I'll be paying for Dot's cell phone. And I'll give her a little bit of spending money, too.
Oh, really? Well, okay, if that's what you want to do, then I don't have anything to say about it.
Well, okay then. I'm glad that you and I were able to have this little talk. Just pass all this along to Dot then and tell her not to worry about money.
Although, don't you think that you're treating your granddaughter just a little bit better than you are me?
Philippe, let's be honest with each other. You're a bit of a bum.
Hey, come on, what's that supposed to mean? I'm not a bum.
Well, we can agree to disagree on that. But that being said, don't you think you're being just a bit too strict with Dot?
Of course I'm being strict with her. Do you have any idea how expensive things have been getting lately? But of course work isn't giving me any kind of raise or anything, so that turns me into having to run the house more rigidly.
I know that, but even your daughter is working. Surely things can't be that tight.
Yes, Dot is working, but I think you can hardly say that she's earning money. But I'm sorry that we can't all live as luxuriously as you. I guess you must be having the time of your life living off of what Dad left you after he kicked the bucket.
What are you talking about, son? You know that you got money from your father as well. But you mishandled it, and that's on you. You didn't have to be living this way.
Okay, sure, I might have done some less than smart things with the money, but still.
The point is that your daughter shouldn't be having to pay for your mistakes. So how about you start saving up money and thinking about her future a little more seriously?
I can't believe that you're really lecturing me like this after all these years. But anyways, do you think you could help paying for Dot's school?
Do you have any money saved up for her college at all, Philippe?
I had some, but then I had to pay for bills and a bunch of other things. Heck, I had to buy a new car, but I do have some money saved up for her. But I don't think I'm gonna just use it on her college tuition.
Well, I would think that a good father would have done a better job preparing for all of this.
I'm doing my best, Mom, don't you get that? Besides, I know that Dot is trying really hard, and it's not like I don't want to send her to college.
Then I guess I really don't have any other choice, do I? I would hate to crush Dot's dreams. But I suppose you asked me because you knew that I couldn't say no to this.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, you got me there.
This isn't funny, Philippe. You really need to start doing better. If you keep this up, you're not only going to cause trouble for yourself, but for Dot as well. I mean, you are working like you should be, right?
Yeah, of course I'm working. Just like Dot is going to school and studying, I'm putting in my work.
Well, if you have a job and you're working hard, then be a good father and save up for your daughter.
I told you that I'm doing what I can, but it's not that easy, Mom. But I'm doing everything that I can, and now you can work for Dot too.
I really am starting to get sick of dealing with you, you know that. And if I find out that you've pulled any more of this ridiculous crap again, I am cutting you off. I already told you I would do this, but now I really will if you cause your wife and daughter any more trouble.
Okay, geez, I get it. Just please pay for Dot's school. That is, if she even gets into college.
Oh, I'm not worried about that one bit. I know that Dot is a hard-working young woman. She'll do what she sets her mind to, I just know it. Hey there, sweetie. Were you calling me just a moment ago? I'm sorry, I was still at work and I had to wait until my break to pick up.
You are the worst, Grandma. How could you do this to me?
Dot, what are you talking about? I have no idea what you could be talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, Grandma. You're making me send you money and now I can't go to college?
Send me money? What in the world are you talking about? You're not sending me money.
I already know the truth, Grandma. You got scammed by someone and now you're in debt and need help to get out of it.
You think that I got scammed into losing a bunch of money? I really have no idea about any of this. And I've never once been scammed in my entire life.
Dad told me that you would pretend not to know what I was talking about. He said you didn't want anyone to know.
Dot, I'm really sorry about this, but I have no idea about any of what you're telling me. I'm not receiving money from anyone, and I certainly haven't been scammed. And just what does this have to do with you not being able to go to college? You told me the other day that you had gotten in and you were so happy.
But then you got scammed and now you don't have any more money, so that's why I'm having to send my money to you. And because of that, I can't save up anything for when I do go to college. Dad even took the money that I didn't already have saved up.
Wait, what? Are you serious? Did your dad really do that?
Yes, he did. You've ruined my future. You've ruined the rest of my life. I was working so hard, just like I had promised you, and now it's all over.
Dot, please listen to me. I am telling you that I wasn't scammed, I'm not in debt, and I'm not getting money from anyone. In fact, I'm the one who's been paying your tuition this whole time.
Wait, what? But I thought that I was paying for my school through a student loan that I would have to work off.
You mean you thought that you were going to be paying for college all by yourself?
Well, yeah, of course that's what I thought was happening.
You mean that your dad hasn't said a word to you about what he and I talked about? Hold on a second. I'm going to have to try calling him. We need to sort this out.
Hey, Mom, do you have a sec to talk? I just wanted to text you about some things that have been on my mind.
Oh, hello, son. Yes, actually, I was just thinking about reaching out to you as well.
Oh, I see, and why is that? What did you want to talk to me about?
No, you tell me what you were wanting to say to me first, please.
Well, okay, this is kind of difficult to say, but Dot had to drop out of college.
Oh no, that's just terrible. Why would she have to go and do something like that?
The truth is that she decided that it's not for her and that she wanted to do something else with her life. But you know Dot, she can always be so flaky. So anyways, I just wanted to ask you not to talk to her for a while. I think she needs to learn the consequences of her actions. And so I just feel like if she was able to talk to you, then she wouldn't really feel like she'd done anything wrong, you know?
I see. Well, then what is going to happen to the money that I sent to send her to school?
Oh, don't worry. I'll be sure to hold on to all that. And if she wants to go to a community college or something later, then we'll use it for that.
You really think that I'm just going to let you get away with stealing all of that money just like that?
No, Mom, it really isn't like that at all. I just don't know what Dot is gonna do in the future or what she wants, but of course I'm not trying to steal.
Philippe, I am sorry, but I can't put up with this anymore. I am cutting you off. Please don't ever contact me for anything ever again. Do you understand?
Wait, what? Mom, where's this coming from all of a sudden? You can't be serious, right?
I've already heard all about how you told Dot that she wouldn't be able to go to college.
No, I didn't tell her anything. It was all Dot. She was the one who changed her mind all on her own.
Oh, really? Because that's not what she says, and she's right here with me.
Wait a second, you're telling me that Dot is at your house right now?
That's right. A house that you grew up in, but that you are no longer welcome at. And your wife is here too. She told me that she doesn't want to be with a husband who will treat her daughter this way. So it sounds like a divorce is in your future.
Wait, but I don't understand. What's going on here? This can't be happening.
What's happening is that I know you were trying to use all of this money to pay off your own debts. I heard that you owe something like $30,000. And you were really going to use your own daughter's tuition money to try and pay it.
Mom, I don't have debt. This has got to be some kind of a mistake right now, you know?
Don't you lie to me. Your wife did some digging around and showed me everything. I told you that if you pulled something like this that I wouldn't hold back, right?
Mom, please, it's not like that at all. I just used a little bit of the tuition money, that's all. I just needed a bit of money, so I took a little dip is all.
Well, if you needed more money, then you should have gone out and gotten a second job. Stealing from your family is not the correct way to go about this. And just how did you accumulate so much debt anyways? Have you been gambling again?
I thought that I could turn Dot's tuition money into a much larger sum if I won big.
I really can't believe you right now. You are such a disappointment. You took out money that you didn't have and it accumulated interest that you couldn't pay. Why didn't you just borrow what you'd be able to pay back? Even if it took a while, you could have done it. But instead, you had to steal from Dot. I just really can't even believe that you would sink so low to do something like that.
Mom, please, I really am sorry about this, but you have to understand that I wasn't just doing this for my own sake. I really did want to try and provide for my family.
Oh, please, you were always only thinking about yourself. But I guess I shouldn't be surprised that a gambling addict like you would go for double or nothing with your daughter's college tuition. But now, you are no longer a part of this family. Do you understand me?
Please, you have to forgive me. I'll apologize to the girls, just please, don't do this to me. Dad is dead, so if I lose you, I'll have nothing.
And you're my only son, but I know that this is the way that it has to be. Besides, it's clear that you were much more interested in money than family to begin with.
It's not like that at all, okay? Of course I love my family, and I would hate if you all left me.
You should have thought about that before you caused all of this trouble for us. I mean, you literally even took your own daughter's hard-earned money from her job. If your family is having any financial trouble, it's clear to me that it's all your fault.
I promise that I will never ever gamble again. I won't ever cause any trouble to my precious family ever again. So please, you have to help me out here, Mom. You have to tell my wife and daughter how sorry I am. Tell them that I'll never hurt them again. I just need a little bit of help with all this debt. Surely you can understand that.
I told you that you aren't a part of this family anymore. You tried to crush your own daughter's dreams all because you have no self-control. You promised me that you wouldn't get back into gambling, but I know now that that was nothing but a lie. You made a promise and now you've broken it.
But I really do promise that this time it's gonna be different. Please, Mom, you have to believe me. It won't happen again, I swear.
That is exactly what you told me the first time, and we know how that turned out. But I just can't forgive you again. I know that if I did, I would be putting not just my own money on the line, but I'd be putting Dot's future on the line too. There isn't going to be a next time.
I'm so sorry. I should have told you about the debt from the very start, but I didn't want you to get mad at me. And now I've gone and screwed it all up.
That's right. You did screw it all up. But it's a good thing that I found out about this before things got any worse. If Dot actually had been forced to quit college, then I would never, ever forgive you. Not that I'm going to now.
Please, Mom, I really am sorry. You have to believe me. I just need a little bit of help, just a little money, that's all. Please don't kick me out of the family like this. You're all that I have now. Don't you get that?
I think I've made myself quite clear. Now, if you have nothing else to say for yourself, I think that we're done here. After that, Philippe's wife, Dot's mother, requested a divorce. After everything was said and done, I found out that Philippe was actually about $150,000 in debt. It was also unsurprising to learn that despite the best attempts of Dot and her mom to keep the family afloat, it was, in fact, Philippe's rampant borrowing that was making things so difficult. He even had to sell his car to earn some quick cash, and as a result had to take the bus to work every day. Because of that, he started showing up later and later and performing worse and worse at work. Finally, his bosses felt like they had no choice but to let him go. In the end, with no family to support him, Philippe was made to shoulder all of his debt by himself. As for Dot and her mother, they both moved into my house, and Dot was able to continue her studies at college. We all agreed to block Philippe and cut off any and all contact with him. I can only hope that this experience has taught him a valuable lesson that will serve him well wherever life might take him. I'm just sad that I won't be there to see if it happens.
Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.